Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego. We got people waiting for the live stream. You waiting for all this good information to help you with your K1 visa. So you get your K1 visa processed smoothly without any stress, without, wasting money, without making any mistakes. So you're in the right place. You're in the right place for K1 visa information. I got my Cartagena hat on today, and Karina's lost her voice. She's having a hard time. She was sick, and now her voice is just like shot. So she can't talk. Not too well, anyway. But we hope she feels better. I love her to death, and I want her to get better. Archer, my friend from Algeria, Archer M. Hello, Mr. Diego. Hello, Archer. How are you, Archer? We hope you are well in beautiful Algeria. Ivy Sheila, hi Karina, husband. Almost. I am her fiance. I'm prometido. Very close to being her husband. Very close. Not much longer. We'll keep you up to date. You guys know. You know before anybody else what's going on. Tuan Benson, wishing her a speedy recovery. I hope so. And we figured out the medical appointment we figured out the medical appointment in Bogota. We figured it out. I figured it out. John Wick, hey Diego, I finally got my I-797 September 20th, 2023. Okay. When will I receive my NVC welcome letter? 60 to 120 days. Somewhere in there. You're from your beneficiary, Dominican Republic. A mí gusta, mi amigos en el República de Dominica. Warrior Fitness Camp. Hi, Diego. What was the timeline from your first letter from MVC in transit to when you got your welcome package with the next steps to make the embassy appointment? Well, I'm going to make a video about it. The best way to tell you guys, to help you guys, is for me to make a video. So when I get to Colombia, when I get to Bogota, late at night on 31st of October this month, Karina will be there at the airport waiting for me. The next day, I got to go to the dentist because my tooth. I got to fix my tooth. The dentist here said he'll fix it for $6,000. My dentist in Colombia said he'll do it for $600. So which way am I going to go? 6,000 or 600? I'll make a video with Karina on our timeline. Okay, from A to Z. Let's see. Beto Trejo. Hi, Diego from Chicago. Just waiting for Bogota Embassy. Yeah, be patient, Beto. They are so busy right now. I was lucky to get a visa interview in November. I was lucky. Just lucked out. Being there was one left, and I took it. So be patient. You'll get it. You'll get your packet 3, packet 4 email. Then you can start the process. I'll help you. Okay, and remember, the first thing you got to do is submit the DS-160 with your beneficiary. The second thing you got to do is pay the visa fee. And as soon as Uncle Sam gets the money and snatches it out of your bank or your credit card account, I recommend using the credit card. It's much quicker. You don't have to wait 3 days. If you do it by credit card, guess what? You can schedule your visa interview right that second. So pay with your credit card if you can. Jacob did last of 3 sputum tests today. You did or your beneficiary? I mean, what did you do a sputum test for? Aren't you in the United States? What did you lick it? Did you lick an ice lice stick and mail it to the doctor in Manila? I don't think so. I'm messing with you, Jacob. Miguel, Diego, how long does it take for USCIS to send a petition to the NVC? 2 to 3 months. Ruben Torres, hi Diego, blessings from Argentina. Oh, beautiful Argentina. I want to vote for your president, for the next that guy that's running for president. Wasn't he a rock singer, a rock star in the past? But I can't vote for him because I'm not an Argentinian citizen. But I hope he wins. That's just my opinion. Today we received our ready status and I don't have an invoice number. Please help. Send an inquiry to the NVC and say, dear Mr. NVC, please, you gave me the case number. Could you please send me my invoice number? Wait a couple of days, you'll get it. Got to send an inquiry. Ivy Shiloh, quick recovery to your beautiful soon-to-be wife, wife-to-be. There you go. Ivy, thanks, Ivy. Yeah, she's not feeling good. She was sick, and now she can't hardly talk. And now she's trying to schedule a medical exam. She went to the doctor yesterday, and the doctor gave her all this bogus information. And she's all confused. And I was confused because I'm like, what the heck? I don't ever remember this. I said, go to the other doctor. There's 3 doctors in Bogota. So today she went to the other doctor. And he explained it very easily. He unconfused her. Everything was explained perfectly. I knew what immigration was talking about. And I do want to thank the embassy in Bogota because they responded to me pretty quick when I asked them a question. They responded within 24 hours. So bravo Zulu to the U.S. Embassy in Bogota. They're busy and they still responded to me. John Wick, ja, 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 yeah, ja, ja, GG. I like that. Caldidan Kieshian. Hello, Diego. I got my bank 12 months worth of statements. Good job today, but they gave me around 50 pages. That's about right. But you can probably go through all those pages and throw out all the ones you don't need. You're just looking for the pages with the direct deposit on it. You're looking for the ones with the direct deposits and the date. What month? Tuan Benson, my fiance, received a packet 3 in Vietnam yesterday. Packet 3 and packet 4. One step closer. You are correct, Tuan. Good job. Melba Carrasquillo. Buenas noches, Diego. Quickly, you hope that Karina recovers quickly. Well, muchas gracias. Yo también. Karina muy enferma. No habla, dolor aquí. No fiebre, pero bien, no fiebre, gracias Dios, pero muy enferma. Y gracias, Melba, para tus palabras. Girl Dragon. Hi, Diego. What's going on, Girl Dragon? Congratulations on getting your interview scheduled. My greetings to Karina and hope she gets well soon. Well, thanks, Girl Dragon. Today, we got the medical exam figured out. It's all figured out. Now we're just waiting on them to give us a day. 7 Angels. Diego, after my fiance interview, everything was good. Then they gave her a 221G letter. They told her to fill out an ED5535 form. Okay, that's a security form. Don't worry about it. Lily Garcia. Hi, Diego. As I'm filling out the DS-160, it doesn't let me upload a photo. Clear your cache. Use Google Chrome. You got to get out of whatever. Are you in Explorer? Use Google Chrome. Clean your computer. Do a total clean on your computer. Delete all the all those temp files, those .temp files. Delete them all. Clean up your computer. Clear the cache, and use Google Chrome. Arturo Morales. Hi, Diego. How's Karina doing? She's doing better, but she just can't talk. Timeline between when I received my case number to welcome letter from Manila, U.S. Embassy. Thanks, amigo. De nada, Arturo. Pat Vega. Peace. Peace to the world. We would wish, right? That's all we can hope for. Jason Mabry. Good evening, Diego. Will we receive places to complete the biometrics in the NOA 2? No. When you get your packet 3 and your packet 4 email from the embassy, they will send you to a link, which you click on, where you go in and do all that stuff. Okay? They will explain it in the packet 3, packet 4 email, how to schedule the biometrics. Don't worry, relax. It's not difficult. Lily Garcia, what is the UID number and where can I find it? I have no idea. What is a UID number? Never heard of it. All you got to worry about is the case number and the number on the DS-160. When you submit the DS-160 and print the confirmation page, there's a number on that DS-160. It's an XXA and numbers. That number is critical because you're going to need it when you schedule the visa interview. Without that number, you can't schedule the visa interview. Look for the case number. Look for the DS-160 number. You're good to go. Yo te lo cuento. Hola, Diego. Me gusta tu sombrero. Muchas gracias. Te gusta mi sombrero. Karina compró para mí en Cartagena. I have a big problem. After filling out the DS-160, well, let me see. Oh, James Wan, look at that super chat, James. High five, James. Thank you, my friend. That's all. The closer we get to Colombia, okay, do I leave to go to Colombia? I can take Karina out to dinner. I can buy her a nice dinner because you guys sending me the super chats. I'll take her out to a steak dinner, and we'll go get some spaghetti dinners and pizza and hamburgers. Homeburger is my favorite restaurant. Homeburger in Bogota is my favorite. And then Viva la Pizza in Bogota is my favorite pizza restaurant. And then there's so many the steak restaurants are fantastic. But let me get back to the question. Yo te lo cuento. After filling out the DS-160 in the family part, after I had tried many times, don't save the zip code. And I'll have to do it all over again. We'll get on it. It's good practice for you. It's good practice. It times out, right? I was doing the DS-160 with Karina. It kept timing out. Timed out. But guess what? Just keep saving at the bottom of when you're on the DS-160 page, keep hitting save. Fill a page out, hit save. Fill a page out, hit save. Guess what? When you time out, you can go back to where you were saved at, and you're good. Mr. Najas, hi Diego. I sent an inquiry to the MVC about their writing my first name spelled wrong. They get back to me saying they already sent the file to the embassy. Do I need to tell the embassy? Well, the good news is, Mr. Najas, my friend, is your file is on the way to the embassy. The second good news is it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to affect anything, because if it was going to affect you, the MVC would have told you. But they didn't. They said, it's on the way to the embassy. Basically, they're telling you, don't worry about it. Just like I said to you, don't worry about it. Make sure when you fill out the DS-160 with your fiance, or you fill out the I-134, make sure when you fill out the I-134, your name is spelled correctly on the I-134. Okay? And in the DS-160. That's what immigration is going to look at. That's what they're going to use. Okay? So you're good. I told you that you're good. Lily Garcia, the question on the DS-160 that asks, is there anyone traveling with you? If I am traveling back with my fiance, do I answer yes? No. When they ask you the question, Lily Garcia, is anyone traveling with you? They're asking, is any family members? Is there any K2s? Are you bringing a K2 to the United States? I mean, you could put yes, someone's traveling with you if you want to. You can put yes. It's your benefit, your sponsor. It's your sponsor. You can put yes if you want, but to me, it's not relevant. Yeah, I would just say no. I would just say no. No one's traveling with you. What they're trying to figure out is if there's any K2s. If there's anybody in your country that's going to be traveling with you, but your sponsor, I would not include it. I would not include the sponsor on that. Okay, just put no. Niwa Rachel, hi Diego. If my parents have a business, can they be a joint sponsor? Sure. Through the business income, sure. Or it has to be personal. No, you can use a business. Sure, like you just got to make sure the income is sufficient. You got to qualify. The income has to qualify. If the income qualifies, you're good. Business, personal, private, no problem. Let me see. Just make sure that you, if your joint sponsor is going to be a business owner, you got to get a copy of the business license. What kind of business is it? Whose name is on the business license? Print that, get that, and include it in your adjustment of status paperwork, because immigration is going to want to see who owns the business, who's it registered to, what's the tax ID number, and all that jazz. Okay, good advice right there. I'm glad you asked that question. Lily, relax on the DS-160, okay? Put no. Jacob, Rue Willis, Diego, is it advisable to use a highlight pen to pinpoint what you want officer to see? Absolutely. I got 12 months worth of bank statements back there. Soon I'll have 13 months, because October, probably in the next couple of days, I should get my bank statement from my bank. And then I'm going to throw out the stuff I don't need, and I'm going to highlight the deposits. Highlight the date, the month. Okay, this is going to be September, right? Highlight the deposits. You want to make the immigration officer's job as easy as possible. You got to make his job or her job as easy as possible. Highlighting where to put his or her eyes is very helpful to the immigration officer. Remember, they're tired. They're looking at paperwork all day. If you can help them out by getting like one of these highlighters right here, get one of these and just highlight the date, the month, the deposits, makes their job easy. Let me see. Jacob, will I head to the Philippines Friday for a fun vacation? I'm sure you're going to have fun. I'll head back in December to pack him up when we get our visa. There you go. I'm going to fly to Bogota, Colombia on October 31st. I'm leaving in the afternoon because I don't like getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I leave in the afternoon, then I get to Miami. Then I'll fly to Bogota and I'll arrive late at night in Colombia. I'm a night person. I'm not a morning person. I don't like early. I was in the Navy forever. 20 years I was in the Navy. I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm retired. I'm done. I book all my airplane flights in the afternoon. I'll get to Bogota 31 October, about 10, 11 o'clock at night. Head back to the apartment, hit the sack, get up, and then Karina and I go to the dentist, get my dental work fixed. I've got to get my tooth fixed. I'm not paying $6,000. I'm paying $600. Then after that's done, I'll make some B-roll video for you guys so you can see Bogota. I'll make a video in the restaurant where you send me all these super chats. We're going to go buy some dinners with Karina. I'll buy Karina dinner, or you will, for the super chat, and I'll make videos of it and dedicate the videos to you guys. This is your channel. It belongs to you. Let me see. So yeah, Rui, go ahead and highlight those documents. And Jacob said he'll be back in December. I'll be back. Miguel, Diego, how busy is the Bolivian embassy? If at all, maybe a video on it would be helpful. Yeah, Bolivia is a beautiful country. And James, thank you for that super chat. Thanks for the help, Diego. We finally got our visa. James, I knew you were going to get your visa. You just hang out with us. We're going to get you through it, right? Hang out with your YouTube family, and you got it. And Bolivia. Now, I can do that. Now, Miguel, Bolivia was named after Simon Bolivar, the great liberator of South America. Simon Bolivar was Venezuelan, and he liberated Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Bolivia, Ecuador, South America from the Spanish conquistadors. He had a big battle. There was a big battle of Simon Bolivar and his troops against the Spanish in Bogota, just north of Bogota, just about 20 miles up the road. And he won. He won the battle, and the Spanish licked their wounds and they left and they went back home. And then Colombia and Venezuela, it was called New Granada. And I think it was in 1909, 1910, somewhere in there, Panama said, I don't want to be part of Colombia anymore. I don't want to be part of Colombia. Okay, be independent. So Colombia and Panama separated, and Panama got its independence. And then Bolivia was named after Simon Bolivar. And Ecuador was actually named after the equator, because Ecuador sits on the equator. And then Simon Bolivar, I went to his house in Bogota. Simon Bolivar has a house in Bogota. I went to his house with Karina. It was built by the Colombian government for him as gratitude for kicking the Spanish out of Colombia. And then he passed away, and then he was finally repatriated to Venezuela. I think he's buried in Caracas. Let's see here. But they're moving pretty fast in Bolivia. They're processing visas pretty quickly in Bolivia. S. Suarez, hello, Diego and Karina. Still waiting here for embassy response in Bogota. A lot of people in here with Bogota as their beneficiary in Colombia. By the way, which doctor can you tell me, please? Or tell me which doctor not to go to. Well, I'm not going to tell you which doctor not to go to. Okay, there are 3 doctors, and Karina went to the first one, and she didn't have a clue really Francois Livingston. Thank you for that super chat, Francois. I just saw it. It just popped up. Francois, thank you so much for the Mountain Dew money right there. But there are 3 doctors, okay? One is for the juveniles, the kids, and there's 2 others. And what Karina learned is you have to file for the medical exam in an email. Now, the phone numbers to the doctor's offices are not working because they're wrong. So when you get the packet 3 and packet 4 email from the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, there's going to be a list of phone numbers on there to call for a medical exam. Well, they don't work because they're not correct. So Karina got on the bus and she went to the doctor's office, knocked on the door and said, hey, how do I set an appointment? Very politely. She was very polite. And the lady was like, yeah, you need this email, you got to do this. And Karina's like, what the heck? So she went to the doctor that treats the juveniles, the adolescents. And this doctor was nice. He said, Karina, let me help you. You got to send an email to this address. You got to get this paperwork. And Karina's like, why didn't the other lady tell me that? So the adolescents, the doctor that treats the kids, he's a good doctor, very polite. The secretary, I should say, very, very friendly, muy agradable. I think that's the correct word in Spanish, agradable. Very nice person. And that's the person to go see. But you have to set the medical exam by email. You got to get the DS-160 confirmation page. You got to bring that to the medical exam. So you set the medical exam in the email, and you bring to the medical exam the DS-160 confirmation page, passport photos, and the email from the instructions. So you're going to get a list of instructions from the embassy, packet 3, packet 4. You got to print those instructions because that email is the one that the other lady was talking about, who we had no clue what she was talking about. Now, she has said to me, or to Karina, not to me, hey, Karina, you need this email from the instruction packet that the embassy sent you, and we would be, okay, no problem, that's easy. I got it right here on my computer. But she didn't. She said, you need this email right here. And then Karina's like, what email? This one right here on the computer. So Karina said, can I take a photo of it? She goes, yeah, it wasn't anybody's name. So she snapped a picture and sent it to my cell phone. And I'm looking and I'm going, I don't remember getting this email. And then by luck, I went in the computer, I went to the instruction page and I printed it. I just said, let me have a second copy. And there, lo and behold, was this email this other lady was talking about in the embassy, in the doctor's office. She didn't explain herself at all very well. So it was confusion, okay? But Karina, I unconfused Karina. I said, hey, this is the correct email right here. Print. I sent it to her email, and she printed it. So we got everything set. Let's see. James, thank you for the super chat. Francois Livingston, thank you for the super chat. For Mountain Dew, Angel Mercia. Lily says, the DS-160 doesn't give me an option to upload a photo. Okay, so that embassy does not require you to upload a photo. Bring it to the visa interview. Don't worry about it. Just so long as you make sure that you print the DS-160 confirmation page. That is critical. Plus, make sure you print the email from the embassy, which is listing the people who are getting the visa. The listing of traveling, it's list of travelers is what it's called. You got to have that too. Angel Mercia, hola Diego. What happens if you mail the adjustment of status application to the wrong state? I'm supposed to mail it to Phoenix. Instead, I sent it to Dallas. So you should have sent it to Phoenix. Do you live in Nevada or California? Where do you live, Angel? What will happen is that the place you sent it to Dallas. They'll get it, and they will forward it to Phoenix. It's just going to delay your case. It's just going to slow it down. It's going to slow down your green card. But Dallas will go, wait a second, this doesn't belong here. They'll send it to Phoenix. You must live in Nevada or California. James 1 finally got it. Mr. Najas, okay, thanks, Diego. Francois Livingston, good evening, Diego. And Karina, for fun, and I wish to keep timeline for memories. NOA 1 received July 2023. In your opinion, when do you think we should hear from USCIS? I would say May or June of 2024. Maybe by the springtime. Maybe April. Things are speeding up at USCIS. I think you're going to get your visa processed a lot quicker. So you'll be good. Now, Lily, let me see here. Lily wants me to fill out her DS-164 right here. The question on the DS-160 that asks, have you attended educational institutions at a secondary level or above? Does that include high school, middle school, and elementary? No. It means, have you been to college? Did you go to university? 2-year college, 4-year college, postgraduate, graduate, PhD. Huda. Hi, Diego. It's Huda. My fiance from Lebanon. We love beautiful Lebanon right there on the Mediterranean. You know what's happening in the world right now? Well, yeah, it turns out I can't find an appointment because the U.S. Embassy is closed due to the strikes of Israel and Palestine. Well, that's what happens when governments don't get along. Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, Haiti and Dominican Republic on their border. I mean, the whole world is in chaos. And what we need is a strong president, not a weak president. A strong president. When you have a weak president in the White House, the whole world goes into chaos, right? When you have a strong president in the White House, there's some semblance of order in the world. All right? That's how it works. When the United States sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. Okay? It's just the way of the world. So I don't think the embassy in Lebanon is going to stay closed for a long time. I don't think it's going to be permanent. But what you could do, if they're hiding under their desks in Lebanon, at the embassy in Lebanon, if Biden or whoever, if Blinken, the State Department guy, told the folks at the embassy in Lebanon to hide under their desks, then maybe it will be a slower process for you. Maybe you could try to get your visa interview at a different embassy. So I don't think it's going to be a permanent closure in Lebanon. I mean, seriously, how close is Lebanon? It's right there north, right? Lebanon is north. Could be a while, Huda. See if you can change embassy locations. Maybe you can get it moved to, I would say, I don't know, maybe Egypt, but that's south of Gaza Strip. Egypt has a border with the Gaza Strip, right? I don't know what to tell you. We need governments to calm down and relax and stop killing each other. Biden wants to send 2,000 U.S. military to Israel. For what? What? For what? Why? Israel's got a military. The Palestinians have a military. Lebanon has a military. Why do we need to be sticking our noses in their business? It's none of our business. Okay? George Washington, the first president of the United States of America, said when he was at his when he was getting out of office after his second term as president, he said the most important thing is that Americans, the United States government, should keep its nose out of foreign entanglements. In other words, the United States should be like Switzerland. Okay? Stay out of everybody's business, leave everybody alone, and let everybody figure out their own problems without American interference. That's what George Washington said. But we got people in government that don't understand how our Constitution works, and see what happens. Embassies closed. There's chaos. I don't know what to tell you, Huda. Gordalone 89. Hi, Diego. I'm the petitioner. Which form should I fill out for my brother to be a co-sponsor? Well, for the K1 and K2 for the embassy, if your brother's going to be a co-sponsor, he needs to fill out Form I-134. He needs his tax returns, his W-2s, 1099s, bank statements, pay stubs, 6 months worth of pay stubs. Put together a financial package with the I-134, the tax transcripts, tax returns, W-2s, 1099s, pay stubs, letter from his boss, his employer, and bank statements. Put it all in a folder, and your beneficiary will bring that to the embassy interview. And you as a sponsor will put the same thing together, even though if you don't make quite enough money, that's no big deal. You put the same thing together in your folder, so you have two folders, one from you, the sponsor, and one from your joint sponsor. Your beneficiary brings him to the visa interview. The embassy officer is going to say either this: Mr. Sponsor, your income is sufficient. You're good. You don't need a joint sponsor. Or the immigration officer is going to say, I need both I-134s, and we're going to take a look and see how we're going to adjudicate this. Or the immigration officer may say, give me your brother's financial paperwork. We don't need yours. We're going to use him as the financial support. So you want to cover every base. You don't know which way it's going to go. So you fill out the I-134, your brother fills it out, get all the financial documents, put them in 2 separate folders, give them to your beneficiary, and let the immigration officer decide which one of those packages he wants or she wants to use for the visa. Okay, got it? Someone is telling me that I should make my brother fill out all 3 forms. Okay, now listen. You fill out the I-864. You only fill out the I-864A for the green card if your brother lives with you. Does your brother live with you in your house, under your roof? If your brother lives with you in your house, under your roof, and you all help each other with the food and the light bill and the water bill, then you fill out I-864A for the green card. If your brother lives down the road and lives next door, or lives in another state, he's going to fill out I-864. Okay? And the I-134 is filled out by the co-sponsor, your brother, for the visa interview. You got it? Do you understand what I just said? My beneficiary has 2 children. One is already have an American passport. Okay, should I still put her on the I-134 form? Yes. Even though your beneficiary has 2 children and one is an American citizen, that person is still a dependent on your beneficiary. So on the part where you fill out the beneficiary's information, you're going to put your beneficiary's name, and underneath you're going to put her dependents, which are her 2 kids. It doesn't matter if they're American or not. They're still dependents. They are dependent upon her for food, a house, clothes, shoes, schooling, school supplies, right? You got it? I'm the petitioner. Should I put my 2 children's name on the I-134 form in this section of income, or just me? Okay, listen, if you have 2 kids, you're going to put your name, and then you're going to put your 2 kids under your name, and then you're going to put 2 for the number of dependents. Don't include yourself. Okay, you got it? Jason, after my fiance and I marry, we want to purchase a new home. Good idea. Can she be on the mortgage? Sure, absolutely. Without a social security number. Well, don't buy the house till you get her a social security number, and you won't have that problem. It could be a problem, maybe not. I don't know what state you live in. Get her, when she gets to America, get married, go to the Social Security office and get her a social security number. Then buy the house. Huda, today I sent an email to the U.S. Embassy in Beirut telling them that I'm scared of what's happening and that I need my fiance to come because it's not safe. And I told them I need an appointment ASAP. Well, Huda, if the embassy's closed, they're not going to be able to process your appointment, okay? If they're closed, they can't help you. But it's good to check in with the embassy because that keeps your visa active. It's good to check in with them. Email them twice a month. Email them. Hello, it's me. I'm checking in. Print the emails. So then that way your visa doesn't time out. Mona Bless. Good night, Diego. Does my fiance in Jamaica need to do biometrics? Yeah, absolutely. Angel Marcia, you live in California. Okay, you live in California, then you have to mail your adjustment of status paperwork to Phoenix in Arizona. Francois, you're the best. Thank you. No, thank you guys. Francois, thank you for watching. I want you to learn from this. I want you guys to learn something from this channel. Every time I do a live stream, I talk for an hour and a half. I need for you to learn how to do this K-1 visa process and don't make any dumb mistakes, which will cost you time and money. Ross Lee, NOA1, November 16th, 2022. Haven't received any more news. Well, they're very busy. It's only October. Give them another 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Ross Lee, you're going to hear from him. Patience. Rohit Patel. Hi from DC, District of Columbia. So you're in Washington. My fiance is in India. I got my NOA1 June 30th, 2022. When do I expect my NOA2? Was that June 30th, 2022 or June 30th, 2023? Rohit, when did you get your NOA1 letter? 2022 or 2023? You put June 30th. Which month? Which year? K Messenger, greetings from, I can't pronounce that word in Mexico, K Messenger. It's a native word from the Indian Incas, I think, or Aztecs. Tlaxcala, I think that's how you say it. Elections have consequences. Oh yeah, you're right about that. Thank you for all your diligence on the YouTube channel. No problem. And you're right, elections have consequences. You know, if you elect idiots into office, you're going to get an idiot government, right? That's how it works. Rohit Patel, how Mumbai embassy this time, busy or normal? It's normal processing. They're processing K1 visas in Mumbai in the consulate. Faris Hassan, hey Diego, how's the interview for Abu Dhabi? Is it difficult? No. Abu Dhabi are processing K1 visas. It's not difficult. You're good. Enes Dosti, please Diego, I'm still waiting for the feedback from you about the slot not available in the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. Yeah, I sent you a link to the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. I sent you a link to U.S. Travel Docs to go in there and look. Okay? They're busy. They are busy. They're processing K1 visas, but they're busy. And I sent you a link in YouTube to look at in Ghana. I don't know if you got it. Maybe you didn't check it. You didn't see it. Ernest, Ghana's just gotta wait it out, my friend. Rohit Patel, 2023. Okay, so let's see. So you said what? June of 2023. So next summer you'll hear from the USCIS. Give them till next summer. Let's see. Mona Bless, how do they go about doing biometrics? Her interview is in November. When you got the packet 3 and the packet 4 email from the embassy, they should have given you a link where you click on there to schedule the biometrics and schedule the visa interview. When I paid the visa fee, Karina, I paid it on my credit card, so it was instantaneously credited, so I could get a day open, not wait 3 days. And on the calendar, it said schedule biometrics. So I looked at it and said, okay. I clicked on November 9th, boom. And then it said, okay, now schedule the visa interview. And I looked. There was one slot open, November 16th, I think it was. Man, I can't remember. Woo! Then I clicked on that. Jason Mabry, at what point do you recommend contacting a senator to step in? Coming up a year since filing I-129F. Well, if you are not even coming up on a year from NOA1 to NOA2, then you don't contact your senator for at least another 8 or 9 months, maybe even longer. Give him time to process it. Jason, you just started. You haven't, give him at least a year to process the NOA2 letter. Lee Kirkula, hey Diego, do you have any idea on how busy the embassy is in Liberia? Yeah, they're busy. Everybody's busy. Liberia, West Africa. Jeff Mantop, super chat from Jeff. Man, thank you, my friend. We're stocking up on super chat so I can take Karina out to dinner in Bogota. Thanks to you guys. Any Lily Garcia? I don't see any slots either for El Salvador. El Salvador, Central America, busy. Keep looking. I had one slot available for Bogota, Colombia. I was lucky. I got in there. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and got it. I paid with my credit card. I recommend you pay for the visa fee with your credit card so it's instantaneous, and then you can stop looking for days to schedule. Let me see again. Liberia's busy. In West Africa, they're busy, but you'll get there, Lee. Don't worry. You'll get it. Ernest wants me to post the link again to Ghana. Lily Garcia, I don't see any available slots. Keep looking, Lily. Now, Lily, you're very young, right? Aren't you very young? You're muy joven. And you're going through this K1 visa process as a very young person. And I just want to tell you, this is going to toughen you up and give you a backbone, okay, and make you stronger as a person once you get through this process, okay? You're going to come out of this a stronger person. And so I just got another super chat. Retro rock and roll. Thank you there. Boom. High five to retro rock and roll for that super chat. Let me see. God alone 89. Okay. So you both live in the same house. So your brother will fill out form I-864A. I'll repeat myself. I-864A. Okay, for the adjustment of status for the green card. All right, you will fill out I-864. So you will fill out I-864. Your brother will fill out I-864A. You both must submit an I-864. Okay, you got it? Faris Hassan. Also, what's going on with Palestine and Israel? The Palestine and Israel have been fighting each other for what? 75 years, 80, 75 years, somewhere in there. And even before that, they were fighting. You know, we had the Ottoman Empire. We had the Persians fighting these people. We had the Celts fighting the Romans. The Romans fighting these people. I mean, the world has been in constant warfare since beginning of people. Okay, this is my land, that's my land, no, this is my land. Everybody's fighting over ground, over dirt. Okay, everybody's fighting over dirt, and it's going to be that way forever. Okay, that's the way it is. And the best way for the United States of America, the best way for us politically would be to stick our noses in our own business and worry about what's going on in America. Okay, and let other countries, I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't, give them high fives and, but you got to maintain neutrality. Switzerland never has a problem. Have you ever heard of a terrorist attack in Switzerland? I haven't. I've never heard of one, never seen one. Even in World War II, even the Nazis wouldn't go into Switzerland because Switzerland said, hey, this ain't our problem. That's your problem, right? Stay neutral and maintain good relations with everybody, not just one country. If we pick sides with Israel, then the Palestinians don't like us. If we pick sides with the Palestinians, then the Israelis don't like us. Stay neutral, right? Let's see. So, Faris Hassan, what's going on with Palestine and Israel? What's going on is what's been going on for years and years and years. Faris Hassan, will it affect Abu Dhabi embassy? No, Abu Dhabi is not going to be affected. Rohit Patel, thanks for the information. Good hat. Yeah, you like my song? You like my hat? This was a gift. Karina bought this for me in Cartagena, Colombia, and she haggled this guy. I was standing there on the street, and I said, man, I like that hat. She goes, okay, I'll buy it for you. So she goes over, she says, I want to buy this hat. And he said, okay, this is in pesos, I can't remember. And she said, no, it's too much. It's demasiado caro. I think she bartered him down, like 45 cents and bought the hat. But it was good to watch her in action. She's a good capitalist. Arturo Morales. Hola, Diego. I received my case number, September 12th from the MVC. When do I expect a welcome letter from Manila? September, October. You should have received it already. Thanks a lot. Praying Karina be okay. God bless. I hope so. Karina's just sick for the last couple of days. You should have received it already. Send an email to the embassy in Manila and check in and say, hey guys, what's going on with my case? You got to keep your visa active. You got to maintain communication with the embassy. Every time you send an email, you should get an automatic reply back You get an automatic reply back. You print it. That's proof of communication. That extends your NOA2 letter. On the front of your NOA2 letter, it says this is the expiration date, right? 4 months. My NOA2 letter expired back in September, but I maintained communication with the embassy, printed the emails, and they kept extending the NOA2 letter for me. I got a visa interview for Karina November 16th, 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. Jeff Mantalk. Diego, when I submitted my K1 application, I only had 4 to 5 pictures that I sent in, but I didn't put names and dates and places on the pics. And now they're asking for that. What should I be worried? No, you shouldn't worry about it, but you're going to probably get an RFE. So I would go find all those pictures that you sent and put the names of the people in the pictures, the dates and the locations of the pictures, get a piece of paper like this, take the picture on the white piece of paper, and at the top, type on your computer the names of the people, the location, and the dates of the photos, where they were taken. Get them ready. So when you get the RFE, which you're probably going to get, they're going to say, where were these pictures taken? Who's in the pictures? What's their names? You're ready to go. You got it? You got it? You hear? Escucha mi palabras, por favor. Jeff, you please get that stuff ready, okay? Perth Harith Chia. Hi, Diego. Can my wife call the embassy in Cambodia to schedule the interview? No, you do it online in US Travel Docs. Follow the directions in the email that you get, the packet 3 and packet 4. I have ready status. I've completed the DS-160, paid the fee. I could not schedule the interview online. No appointments. Okay. So they're busy in Cambodia. The embassy is busy. So you're going to have to keep looking and wait for an open day. I got the last day in November. I was lucky. I could have been in the same boat, looking and looking and looking. But I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and found an open slot. I think somebody had probably canceled out, and I got in there. Jonathan Linda, Filipina, did a medical. They found an STI. They said she just needs to bring paperwork to the embassy interview showing that takes antibiotics. Yeah, that's no big deal. That's okay. No, you're good. She's fine. Just make sure she's on antibiotics, because that sounds like a urine infection, urinary tract infection. It's easy to fix. It's just painful to pee. Excuse my French. Kaldidan Kishan, how do we schedule interviews for Ethiopia? You have to get the email from the embassy, the packet 3, packet 4. They send you an email, and it gives you instructions on how to do it. You follow the directions, just like I did for Karina. Rui Willis, my fiance got divorced. Okay. And the alimony he paid was insane. Oh, yeah. He didn't get a very good lawyer, apparently. I'm thinking doing a prenup. Okay, will help him not worry too much and have some confidence in me. It's not necessary. He has confidence in you. He loves you. They want to marry you. Will a prenup look like a red flag for I-485? No, it won't look like a red flag. But to me, it's don't waste your time with it. Don't do it. You have confidence in your fiance. There's no reason to do that. And if he's paying insane alimony, he needs to take that case back to court and fix that, and get a different family law attorney, someone that knows what they're doing. Tess and Rocco, hello Diego and Karina. Good morning from Angeles City. Good morning in Angeles City. I'm done my 3-day sputum in St. Luke's, and I gave white paper. The nurse told me I need to return December 14th. That's just to make sure everything's negative. There's no active TB, and you're good. The time will pass quickly. Hang out with us in the YouTube channel, and you'll be fine. Mona Bless. Do K2, 14 and under need to do biometric. Yes, I think so. That's a good question. When I brought a K2 over to the United States in 2016, and that was a 3-year-old, and the 3-year-old had to do biometrics. Yes, and then we had to go to New Orleans to do the biometrics again, and I believe the child had to do it too. Now, don't quote me on that because it's been a long time. Like it's been 8 years, but I'm guessing. Let the embassy tell you. The immigration officer, the embassy will tell you what's got to be done. Let me see here. Mohammed Al-Sarraj. Hi, Diego. I just renewed my passport and I got my NOA 2 this week. Good job. What should I do now? Where can I send a copy of my new passport? You don't send it anywhere. You keep it in your hand. You keep your passport in your hand, okay? And don't lose it. When you go to the embassy interview, make a copy of it, give it to your beneficiary. So she has it for the embassy interview. Now, what you're asking me, what should I do now? Now you're going to wait for the National Visa Center to send you a welcome letter. Give them 2 to 3 months. Jeff, I did get an RFE. Oh, okay. I figured you would. I'm just worried that I only have a few pictures. No, don't worry. You sent the pictures in with the names and the dates and the location, right? You did that, right? Hold on. Let me just eliminate this, whatever it is. You did that, right? You're good to go. Hey, Diego. Dane Phillips. Hey, Diego. Got my ready status on Monday. Waiting for the Bogota consulate to send us instructions. Good news. Dane Phillips. Muy bonito. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. Benediction para ti. Bogota's busy. They're a busy embassy. They're one of the busiest embassies in the world. Now, did Bogota have a lot of appointments available? No, they didn't. They didn't. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you because you're going to get a visa appointment. Okay, but let's see what you tell me here. You got the ready status on Monday, so you should be able to. You will probably in the next week or two get a letter from the embassy with your packet 3 and packet 4 telling you how to do this. It's easy as long as you relax your mind, don't stress. I think you'll probably get a visa interview. I would think in January. Okay, that's my opinion. In January. Okay, guys, come on, throw some more questions at me. I went ahead and eliminated Supermom Hong Kong from the stream there. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's off his medication or whatever, but I didn't have a clue of what he was trying to say. So he's no longer a guest in your YouTube channel. Okay, I evicted him or whatever he is. Dane Phillips, perfect. Thank you, Diego. You're welcome. Dane, you're gonna get. I'm thinking January. It's not going to be a problem for you to get a visa interview in January. Okay, it's not. You're good. But remember, when you get the packet 3 and the packet 4 email, you got to follow the directions carefully. When you fill out the DS-160, you got to print the confirmation page. Okay, pay the visa fee. Use your credit card. Don't pay by check or whatever. Don't do that. If you put it on your credit card, you get instant access to the visa calendar. Go into the visa calendar and pick a day you want, and for your biometrics, pick them. Biometrics, visas, interview, boom. Okay. Then your beneficiary will schedule the visa interview, the medical exam by email. Remember the phone numbers to the doctors. When you get that email from the embassy in Bogota, Colombia, it's going to include the phone numbers to the doctors. They don't work. The phone numbers are not correct. Karina made a personal visit to the doctor and said, hey, your phones don't work. And she said, well, what number are you calling? She said, I'm calling these numbers right here. She said, those aren't the numbers to the medical. You have to schedule it by email. Okay? That's for the medical exam. When you go to the medical exam, your beneficiary must have her passport photos, a printed confirmation page from the DS-160, and the email from the instructions that says that you are travelers. These are the beneficiaries who are traveling. Mohammed Fail, I'm in Qatar. Beautiful Qatar. Mohammed, hey Diego, I'm still waiting for my case number. I made an inquiry. They said they sent it to the embassy but didn't receive my case number. Okay, so you got proof of email that you have communicated with the NVC. Send an email to the embassy and ask them for the case number. Lily Garcia, my account in US Travel Docs is frozen. Okay, well, you must have been trying more than 3 times. You must have went in more than 3 times. Lily, calm down. If you go in more than 3 times, it will freeze you for 24 hours. Mohammed, do I have to translate documents for the medical exam instructions like in immunization records? No, you don't have to do that. Jose Ramirez, Diego, congratulations to you and Karina. Well, muchas gracias, Jose. Buena suerte. Good luck to your visa interview next month. Yeah, next November is the scary visa interview, right? I'll be there with Karina. Kick back. I'll stand there with her. I'll wear my Cartagena hat. What do you think? Shall I wear this outfit right here to my visa interview with Karina? Or shall I wear my U.S. Navy hat? Maybe I'll wear my Cartagena cap. Jeff Mantalk, I got the RFE today. Does it matter if I print the pictures on printer paper? No, you can print them on printer paper. That's good. You're good. Not actual photo paper. No, you don't have to use actual photo paper. But you got to tell immigration what day was the picture taken, who's in the picture, and where was it taken. Mona Bless, since I already paid and received the interview date, can I go back and schedule biometrics for K1 and K2? Yeah, you should be. If you've paid the visa fee, it should have sent you to a link. It should have sent you to a calendar where you can click on a square and pick the biometrics day. Thomas Farrell, long, complicated story. That's why we're here. But what do you think the embassy will do when they receive my 221G package with the documents they requested, divorce decree, but didn't include the visas? Well, first they got to look at the divorce decree. They got to make sure it's a final divorce decree, that it's been certified as a final divorce decree. Then you'll get the visa. You got to wait. You just got to wait. Caldigan Kashian. I sent the embassy an email, but I got automatic replies saying they got a lot of emails, so I don't think they're going to send the packet. They're busy. It's a busy time in the world, my friends. Dane Phillips, does the email from the embassy include the invoice number to pay the fee? You don't need an invoice number to pay the visa fee. You need the case number and the number on the DS-160. When you print the DS-160 confirmation page, there's going to be a number on it, bottom left-hand corner. You need that number and the case number. Okay? I never had to use the invoice number one time at all for the embassy in Bogota. They never asked me for it. Retro Rock and Roll, Diego, have you heard anything about the interview wait time from Ciudad Juarez in Mexico? 2 to 4 months. Christopher Stout, Diego, how many hours is the flight time? Okay, here's the schedule for the flight time for myself. My friend's going to drive me to the airport in Pensacola. It's going to take about 45 minutes. Then I'm going to sit around at the airport and surf the internet on my phone, on my cell phone, chit-chat with Karina. Then I'm going to fly to Miami, which is 1 hour, 45 minutes, about an hour. Then I'll get an hour and a half layover in Miami. Then I'm going to fly American Airlines from Miami to Bogota, which is about 3.5 hours. So hopefully I'll get a free Mountain Dew, which is probably not likely. More than likely I'll get a free Coke and a bag of peanuts. And then I'll get off the plane in Bogota around 10:30 at night, go through the scary immigration in Bogota. They don't like me too much. Some people like me in immigration there. Some people don't like me in immigration there. It depends on who's checking my passport. You know, if I get the nice person, then it's good. It's an easy process. If I get the nasty person that doesn't like me, then she's going to make me go to another window because she says, oh, we got a problem with your passport. We need to get it checked. And then a guy's going to take my passport and he's going to get a little thing and he's going to look at my passport and then he's going to say, welcome to Colombia. So it depends on which person I get. And then I'll go through immigration and then Karina will meet me outside and then we'll get on a taxi because it's going to be late at night and we're going to go home. And then I'm going to get up the next morning and go to the dentist. I got to see the dentist. I'm not going to see a dentist here. He wants $6,000. Okay. My dentist in Colombia, who's actually from Cuba, he escaped from communist Cuba to Venezuela. Then Venezuela turned communist, so he got the heck out of Venezuela and relocated to Colombia. He's a Cuban, great dentist. He owns like 8 dentist shops, and he's going to charge me $600 to fix my front tooth. Let's see. Retro Rock and Roll. Diego, have you heard anything about the interview wait time for Ciudad Juarez? 2 to 4 months. And Khmer 1. Hey, Diego, still waiting for open slots in Phnom Penh. It's not stressful. It's just be patient. Learn patience. It's not stressful. Diego, buenas noches. I think that's what Gen S is selling me right there. Thomas Farrell, sorry, I meant we didn't include the passports in the 221G package. Where was the 221G package? That was at the embassy, right? The embassy officer should have taken the passport from you. When he gave you the 221G and said, I need your divorce decree, you get the 221G, and then you turn in the passport, and then you get the divorce decree, and you turn in the divorce decree. He's got to have the passport to process the visa. So it sounds to me like you're going to have to make another trip to the embassy with the passport. John S., thanks for the videos. You're welcome. Mohammed, in some countries like Morocco and France, they have to issue a birth certificate every 3 months. Say what? Do you think we need a new one for the interview? I mean, when I was born, I got my birth certificate, and it's right here in the desk drawer, and it's like still good. It didn't expire after 3 months. Are you telling me from the embassy for the embassy interview? If you have a birth certificate and it's your birth certificate, it's not going to expire. How is it going to expire? I mean, the embassy is going to accept it. Mohammed, I thought the MVC would send me the case number. They should have. Hedrex Soldero of Christfire. Hey, Diego, once my fiance get her visa stamp on her passport, do you think she get mail package that she can't open until at the airport in America? Okay, let me tell you something about that package that the immigration officer will give you. Okay. Here, Karina, here's your Venezuelan passport with the K1 visa embossed in it. Here is your K1 visa package. Do not open the K1 visa package. You give it to the immigration officer, the Border Patrol officer in Miami International Airport. So we land in Miami. We go through the crazy immigration line. She will be with me. I will hold her hand and escort her into the U.S. citizen line, not the green card line, okay? She's going to be with me in the U.S. citizenship line. We'll go through immigration. We'll get to the big, scary Border Patrol officer, and we're going to say, I'll say in English, because Karina can't speak English. I'll say, hey, she's here on a K1 visa. We need to do the interview. So he'll say, okay. He'll get on a phone, call somebody, and they'll put her in the office. She will give the Border Patrol officer the package that was given to her in the embassy in Bogota, and he or she will open it. If you open the visa package on the airplane, you will not be admitted into the United States of America, and you will be sent back home on the next flight back to wherever it is you came from. Does everybody understand that? Do not open that K1 visa package. Don't get nosy. Don't stick your nose in there on the airplane. Don't peel back the envelope. Oh, I got to know what's in there. Do not do that. You get off the plane. You go through immigration with your sponsor, hopefully accompanying you. Give it to the Border Patrol officer. Kick back. Welcome to the United States. Start your life in the United States of America. JS, thank you for the videos. Got my appointment in Bogota, December 4th. Yeah, December is probably filled up You did good, though. Good job, JS. Hyung Kim. Hi, Diego. What happens to the medical exam results after my fiance bring it to the embassy interview? Does the embassy pass it to USCIS? No. Your medical exam results will be put in that top secret package. They get sealed up. So you got a sealed medical exam that goes into the top secret package. That gets sealed, and it goes to the Border Patrol officer at the airport, wherever it is you land in America. Rui, let me see. JS, did you get your situation with the doctor sorted out? Yeah, I figured it out. The lady, the secretary at the first doctor's office, was basically rude and what's the word? She was not very helpful. Okay. So Karina went to another doctor's office today in a different part of Bogota. And this doctor explained to her, yeah, you good. You have all your paperwork. You're perfectly good to go. And she's like, well, the other person said I wasn't. And he said, well, you have all your paperwork. You have the email. You have the confirmation page. You have everything you need. You just got to go to the internet, find the internet, and schedule the medical exam online. And that's what she did. And now we're just waiting for the doctor to email her back to tell her what day is her medical exam. It was so easy. But the other place made it so confusing. I was emailing the embassy in Bogota. Like, what the heck do I do? Let me see. Rui Willis, my fiance, also does his optical and dental appointments when he comes to see me in Kenya. Es muy barato aquí. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, and Rui, your Spanish is perfect. You just said it is very cheap here. So the medical exam is very cheap in Kenya, but it's demasiado caro in Bogota. And what's crazy about it in Colombia is they raised all the prices November 1st. Okay? So they just raised all the prices for the medical exam. I think they went up to like 2,200,000 pesos on November 1st. So I just got to pay more for the medical exam. Oh, well, no big deal. Money's money. Make more of it, right? It's an investment in your family. Let me see. Ahmed Ben Mabruk. Hey, how your girl? She did in the medical test. Well, she didn't have her medical exam today. She was sick. She scheduled the medical exam today. So we're waiting for the doctor to email her back and say, this is the day of your medical exam. Ahmed, our case in February, do you think it is soon? February? What happened in February? Your NOA1 letter is February? What do you mean? Your case is February? February 2022, February 2023? Be more specific and I'll help you. JS, if I have global entry, can my fiance go with me in that line? Yes. No, that's fine. If you got global entry, she'll come with you. She doesn't leave your side, my friend. Your beneficiary is right at your side. Hold her hand and you take her with you. Where you go in the airport, she's with you. Do not separate. Do not separate from each other. Thanks, Diego. Hedrex, Sodiero, Chris Fire. Thanks, Diego. You're the best. You guys are the best. Hyung Kim. Then does my fiance have to do the medical exam again when she submits the I-485? Yes. If the Border Patrol officer takes your medical exam away from you at the port of entry and you never see it again, it disappears into the big black hole of immigration, you have to repeat the medical exam because you have to include the medical exam with the I-485. It's Form 693. You have to include your vaccinations too. Okay, Ahmed said to me, yeah, NOA1 February 2023. Okay, so you should hear from immigration by January of 2024, a few months from now. Not much longer, you're close. Okay, guys, I've been talking for an hour. Thanks for the super chats. I'm going to go check on Karina to make sure she's okay, make sure she's at resting. And I will be back. What day is it today? I don't know. Today's Wednesday. Friday, how about I do a super chat? How about I do a live stream on Friday morning, 11:30 in the morning? You guys want me to come in on 11:30 Friday? I'll come in on 11:30 in the morning on Friday. But tomorrow is Thursday. I got stuff to do. Ernest wants the link to Ghana. Hyan Kim, thank you for your answer. And JS wants me to wear a Colombian soccer jersey on Friday. Well, JS, okay, I got a Colombian soccer jersey, and I'm going to see if I can find it. It's either here or it's in Bogota. Remember, I'm running two households right now. I got to run this household, and I got to run a household in Colombia. But in December, I get a pay raise. In December, I think that's the last month I got to pay any rent anywhere in the world. I will wear a Colombian soccer jersey on Friday morning for the live stream because JS wants me to. And Alex says, quick question. I'm doing the I-485 and I have a little issue. How to answer questions 61 to 68. Okay. Well, I don't have an I-485 in front of me. So you need to be more specific. What is question 61 to 68? Now, I know how to do the I-45 like the back of my hand. I just didn't memorize all the numbers. So what are you trying to do? Here's what we're going to do. On Friday in the morning, Alex, I will have an I-485 sitting in front of me, and I will help you with it, okay, at the live stream. Rui Willis wishing Karina a quick recovery. Rui gets the last word. See you on Friday, guys.